Happy Transformer Tuesdays, my friends. Today we're looking at the Wolfbird himself, Silverbolt. How cool is this guy? Love this character, a whole lot of fun. I still have the box. I saved it. It was in my closet. I just want to show it off real quick here. I could not get rid of it because I love this artwork here. This is wonderful comic book art. I'd love to find out who did the artwork on this. He looks so cool with the fusion of the two beasts and the techno-organic transmetal thing going on there with his robot bits actually showing. Really cool. And on the side here we get this great artwork of the robot mode. So very cool. The back is just product shots of the beast and robot form. And over here we just get a montage of various characters in this toy line. And I did not pick him up, but Tigerhawk is right here, and he does look really cool. And this is Magmatron from the Japanese Beast Wars cartoon. We never got that here in America, so I've never seen it, but that'd be really cool to check out. That's neat that they're doing a remake of a toy that we never even got here and actually still bringing it over. But this guy is just radical. I have a couple problems with him, and it's why I can't give him a perfect score. But man, I'd love to give him a perfect score because this figure is so fun and playable. If they fused this with the original toy, it would have been perfect. But here's my big problem. Look at where his tail is, all the way up in his lower back. We got his butt hanging out way over here. Like, you can forgive the robot legs sticking out of the thighs because that's kind of how the original character model was done in the original toy and transformation. But if this tail was sticking out this far, it would cover them up completely. And it should be because that's how it actually looked. And, like, the tail's not going to do any good for the flying and the steering and the balance. If it's all the way up here, it should be down further, hanging way past the body. So yeah, because those tail feathers are go way out. Yeah, that's my big beef with this figure here. And we can see the beautiful painting on these wings, but nothing up top on this piece here. And that's disappointing because we get the paint on the bottom as well, and it looks good. And I could even forgive not painting the bottom of this piece, but they really should have painted the top here. And I know the Japanese Takara, they do the repaints of the Versus Beast Wars figures, doing premium finishes, and they never did this figure, but he could really benefit from it, just from all the molded on details that are unpainted. Looks real good though, talking about the molded details. We get the robot bits intermixed with the organic bits, like this wonderful gold copper on his forward bird legs here with the machinery bits. Looks so good. And I love the glowing lifeless eyes. We get the movable mouth, so that's cool. It's not painted, but we get a little bit of sculpted details in there, which looks nice. I do love the painting we get on the wolf head and on the back. Looks real good. We get a bit of articulation with the wings, partially due to the transformation, but partly due to them just being nice wings. So we get movement up here and movement right down there as well. So you can get some good, sort of flapping poses, and you can kind of tuck them in too, which I think looks good as well. But let's transform this sucker, because he's so much fun and very intuitive. Like, you don't even need to look at the instructions, though I did dig them out, and I still have them. They're in my little little tackle box of extra parts and instructions I just got in a big old box. But yeah, let's get him going. So you're gonna see down here we got these little pegs, one right here going in right there, and it's on both sides. So let's just loosen those fellas up there and straighten the legs out. They probably count that as like 5 instructions on the manual. So we're gonna do that. Up here, you're gonna see the wolf head. Let's close the mouth. Right here, you're just gonna kind of pull back a little and get a snap. And that's going to loosen the top up here. And then we're going to do the same. Let's fold the wings back just to get out of the way. So right here, you're just going to pull back on the tail, and it's going to snap off up here, and just push that up. And that kind of loosens this whole back area here. And you're going to want to spin that around like that here. Now we're moving up and flipping them around. So you're going to untab the thigh right here. See how there's a little tab in a hole? So untab those fellows on both sides, and see right here, you're going to kind of disconnect that and flip it around this way, and just fold those down like this here. Now let's straighten this up, because this is going to be the legs for robot mode. So just fold the talons down so it's flat here, but spin the upper thighs so we're facing forward. And then you're going to fold this down here. Now these fellas, let's move back up this direction here. What we're going to do is we're going to take these bits here, and we're going to fold this forward, and you're going to hear a very satisfying click. See, that's real good. And then we're going to fold this down, and it's going to click into place. So do the same with this one here. Fold this up, and you hear that click. And then snap it down. And then we're taking these here, and you can already see what's going on. We're just going to fold these beast legs forward, and it's going to snap and click into place, and then you're going to move that down. So same with this fella here. There you go. Now moving up here, you're going to fold that robot head all the way up there. You're going to tuck the wolf head in that way, and you're just going to slide it into place, and you'll see how it just kind of clicks. It's perfect, like the ears are right there. And then you're just going to tuck the robot head back down, and hey, there you go. Just fold the wings however you want to do them. You can tuck them back, but this is my big disappointment for robot mode, is you can't bring the wings up and forward so they're facing out to shoot missiles like they did on the show. And that would have made this toy just about perfect there. Really, the whole back area feels like it should be able to just fold up and forward a little. Really could have benefited from that, but you can't. So big bummer, and that's why it's not perfect. And if they make a new one in however many years, we'll probably end up grabbing it. But it looks real good. Got decent wingspan. Like I say, you can pose them however you like. He does look a bit better in robot mode than beast mode, but I'd say that's just because the tail being how it is really throws him off and makes that far from perfect. But it would be a perfect beast mode if it did look like that. We can remove each of these missiles here and use them as a weapon, or I should say feathers. The feather missiles, the swords, he uses them in different ways, but they look good as weapons. We get good articulation with the character. We get that elbow right there. We also get that wrist swivel, and we get all sorts of movement there from how that works with the spinning and the joint there. So like you can move this around like crazy. Same thing with the legs. Like the legs go out, up and down. The knees go all different directions because of the transformation. We miss out on the talons gripping like the old one used to, which is a big bummer because that was fun with that old toy. Man, If you have the original from way back in the day, the paint doesn't look as good on it, but I would say that might be, like, I would just stick with that. Of course, you'll probably get both if you still have your old one because you like the stuff so much and you want to check out what this new one does. But he looks real good. And just for comparison, hold on one second. Oh, dark poison of my heart. A good comparison shot there with the black arachnid. This is the Takara 2-pack one I picked up with that great premium finish. Grade 2. I'm so glad I held off on the main lines, and so I didn't have to double dip on most of them, but I did on a couple. But very fun. So good size comparison, and what better figure to do it with? And a good example of some of the fun posability you can get with the figure here. But why don't we transform him back, huh? So let's get him back into beast mode so you can see how we do that too. Sorry, I'm still laughing at myself for that. So one of the things you can do here is let's just get these legs sorta going. Lift those up a little bit. Let's lift the head up there so we can loosen this whole bit. Push this back and fold that up. Then you're just going to be folding the head all the way back down there like that. Then if you remember, we're going to pop these out right here, this area. So just grab this bit and just kind of pull out, and you hear that satisfying pop. And so we're going to do that to both sides here. And just spin the arms around so they're not in the way. And then we're folding it around this direction. And we're putting everything together so it snaps right into place right there. And you hear that nice click, and they're all snapped in, so that's good. Now we take and rotate these around, and you're going to take this hole here into that peg, and that's just going to snap the thigh locked into place there. Now this whole bit, you're going to take this folding down. It's just going to snap right into that right there. And these, if you remember, we're just going to want to spin those around. And so you do that on both sides. And we're going to have this hole here on this side, and it's going to tab into this tab right here. And that's going to lock the legs into place where they should be. And then you're going to want to fold that forward. So do the same on both of these here. And now we got this whole bit here. We're going to flip and rotate that all around and then just fold it down. So we're going to have these two pegs here and these two holes. So those are just going to kind of go into place right there. And fold that down. These two pegs go right in there. You're going to hear a nice snap. And right over here, this part's just going to fold right in there. And it's just going to lock into place. And then just fiddle with the legs so everything's nice and straight. Put the wings however you like them. Don't put too much pressure or you'll do like I do, and you can yank these out of this hole right there, but they just tab right back into place. And each of these wing missile swords has different shaped pegs. So you see one has multiples here. You got the two spots, and this one has the one. So this one's going to peg in to this right here. same with this fella. And they look good. It's pretty seamless. It sticks out a little bit, but looks real nice. I like them a lot. Those have good painting on them as well. So this is a really good looking figure. He's got a fun transformation that's fairly easy to do, and if you haven't messed with him in a while, you're going to remember how to do it real quick just because it's super intuitive. You just pick him up, and as you're taking him apart, you realize what you're doing. I don't think I ever looked at the instructions once after the first time. And you always want to look at the instructions the first time, just to make sure you don't break nothing as you're doing it. But yeah, real fun. Good articulation in both modes. A few problems in each mode that could make them a whole lot better on a go-around for the next time. But as he is, I'm fully satisfied and having a lot of fun with him. So I think you'll have a lot of fun with him too. If you don't have him already, pick him up. And thank you for joining me on this Transformer Tuesdays, and I'm looking forward to next week. See you then.